I'm not that crazy yet. Hopefully one day.
Today we're headed out to Carpentersville, which is outside of Chicago, about 40 minutes. We're gonna hit some trails that I've never hit before, and so I have really no idea what to expect, so we're gonna go into this blind. Kenny's down there taking a nap. The bad part about not knowing where I'm going is I don't really know where to stop for Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Found them.
In this trail system called Raceway Woods, I decided to try out the trail Serpentine, but to get there you had to hit this relatively small hill. On a unicycle, it was a challenge. For once, I decided to start the trail exactly where Trail Forks told me to. The trail starts off pretty flat and mellow, just a few small rollers and straight single track. But eventually you came to this drop feature. It doesn't look like much, but I hadn't hit a drop since I broke my seat a few weeks back. So I decided to session it.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view.
There was also this, essentially a big dirt mound, which was fun. After which we took a water break, since that hill and that drop session was sort of taxing. But before we moved on, I decided to mess around with some log and root features in the shade. Making it down to the southernmost part of the trail, we started going right back up. But a little off the trail, about here, we found this.
It's not true, I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the...
I took forever to size this thing up.
You can like slide. It's a slide, you can slide down it.
The hardest part was thinking about the landing. You have to immediately be ready to slow the wheel down, since the steep slope was almost guaranteed to force you to continue riding extremely fast.
Dude, it's so scary.
It didn't go that well.
Thrown across every surface, it makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man.
People are crazy to go down stuff like this. I'm not that crazy yet. Hopefully one day.
I ultimately decided to keep my body intact and move on. The rest of the trail started to go uphill, but it was a beautiful day, so we really didn't mind. There were also a couple features after the first uphill which you definitely could session while your legs were still jello.
Right now we're at the intersection of Scarab's Revenge and Serpentine. We only seem to have a little bit more to go on Serpentine. The last section, right after that little bump of a peninsula, was all uphill. The last, 10 minutes have been pretty brutal. So hopefully there's nothing I can hurt myself on in the next quarter of a mile. Oh, also, the people that were just here at this intersection, when they left, they were like, hey man, rubber slide down, which I've never heard that before, but I'm probably going to start using. I don't know why. I just think it's kind of weird.
This here is an optional section, but I had a blast doing it. It was essentially 2 small ravines. I think some of the fun of mountain unicycling is going downhill, but going uphill is also a tough challenge, and this is just that, back to back. And this was the last small feature on the trail.
So last time I was out, I broke my seat. But I got this Chris Holm seat as a replacement, and we hit some drops today and it worked out pretty well, so that's a good sign.
Overall, that was probably my favorite intermediate level unicycling trail that I've done so far. It had a lot of easy features, it had a lot of features that you can challenge yourself on, and it was just labor intensive enough that it gave you a good workout, but it made you feel like you were improving at the same time. So if you're ever in the Chicago area, Carpentersville, Raceway Woods, Serpentine is a great intermediate level unicycling trail. I hope this video was entertaining, and consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.